Kia ora and welcome to Business Your Way. I'm Sandra Julian, your host and business transformation coach. This podcast is your go-to for strategies and mindset shifts to grow and scale your service-based business. No more constant hustling, just unstoppable, scalable growth with a soul-aligned essence. Join me in each episode as we uncover the secrets behind successful businesses and provide actionable insights. Let's transform your business your way and unlock the growth that you've been dreaming of. Alrighty, let's dive into this episode. Welcome back to another episode of Business Your Way. How often do you ask yourself, wouldn't it be cool if? And then you come up with all the ideas that you would want to do in your business. Because wouldn't it be cool if you achieved those things? So today I want to ask quite a specific question. And I want you to explore, wouldn't it be cool if you could double your income in the next 3 months? Now, doubling your income in such a short time frame sounds really ambitious. I'm sure that's the first thing that probably went through your head. But if your business is currently around the $100,000 mark a year, potentially up to $200,000 a year, it's not such a dream to think that you could double your income in the next 3 months. I think it's a real possibility. So let's break down how this can be achievable for you. Because first we have to understand the groundwork. So let's talk facts and figures to begin with. So in order to double your income in the next 90 days, you would need to make 90 offers. Yep, and you heard that right. 90 offers in 90 days. This breaks down to roughly 7 to 8 offers per week. So you have to reach out to people and ask them to work with you. That would be deemed as an offer. So inviting people to work with you. And you would have to do that about 7 to 8 times in a week to achieve 90 offers in 90 days. And that might sound really daunting given what you're doing at the moment. But it's this strategy that if you just focused on this strategy alone in the next 90 days, I could probably guarantee that you would almost or certainly hit that mark. I can't guarantee anything because it relies on your efforts. But this strategy is rooted in persistence and numbers because business is really, it's a numbers game. So in that offering, in making that offering of 90 invitations in 90 days, you are going to receive about 80 rejections. So the majority of the people that you invite to work with you are going to say no. But it's the 10 yeses that will make all the difference. And if that number, if the 90-10 is feeling a bit daunting for you, I want you to think about this a different way because everyone's business is different. And so it really depends on how you operate your business. So let me flip this concept on its head. And instead of focusing on making 90 offers in 90 days, think about how many clients you need to double your income. So based on the business that you currently have and your current service package, so these are the services that your clients buy the most from you. So for example, if you need 3 new clients in order to double your income, and let's say that you have a 10% conversion rate, your conversion rate might be a lot better than that, but let's just use 10% for this equation anyway. So if you need 3 new clients in order to double your income in the next 90 days, and your conversion rate is 10%, you will need to make 30 offers in the next 90 days. So if you know your conversion rate, use that in order to determine how many offers that you may need to make, how many invitations to people you need to put out into the world and ask them to work with you. This approach tailors the strategy to your specific business and helps you set that realistic, precise target for what you need to hit in the next 90 days in order to double your income. But it's the rejections that I really want to talk to you about. Because if we're working on the 90 offers in 90 days, 80 rejections is going to be a hard pill to swallow, right? But did you know that most people give up after they get 2 rejections? I mean, that in itself is a staggering statistic and really highlights the importance of mindset in this strategy. Because rejection isn't easy, but it's part of the process. And I went and did a bit of research to make sure that I had these facts right. So according to the research, 22% of people give up after receiving 2 rejections. So they put their offer out into the world, they invite people to work with them, they get 2 rejections, they give up. And 44% give up just after 1 rejection. So don't be in that percentage, because what's proven in business is that if you persevere, you will succeed. Like running a business is really an exercise in and of itself to strengthen your resilience muscle. So let's not dive into this mindset piece, because I think mindset in business is everything. If you can just make a small shift in your mindset, your business is going to change. Your business is going to grow and succeed. So developing a resilient mindset is going to be crucial if you want to double your income. Because each no is actually a step closer to getting a yes. So instead of viewing your rejections as a failure and seeing it rather as a learning opportunity and a necessary step to your success, because that persistence is key. You know, keep going at it and going at it and going at it until you get a yes. Now, if you stick with it, you'll find that 10 yeses, they are just around the corner. You're just one invitation away from your next yes. And also, it's essential to understand why people are saying no. So this is where you either win or you learn, right? So it's never a no, it's just a learning opportunity. And this is where that juicy data comes from that will improve your offer, or that it will make your offer better. So every time that you are inviting someone to work with you and they say no, and you ask them, why is it a no? Why isn't this right for you right now? They're going to give you some feedback, and you're going to then go, oh, that's what I need to change. I need to tweak this part of my offer in order to make it irresistible for them to come and work with me. And it's this insight that will help you dial in your offer. It will help you dial in the way that you're talking about your services. It will dial in how you are expressing to that potential client how you can help them. Because the trap that we fall into is we just go, these are the services that we offer. Do you need them? And if they don't need them, they're just going to say no. But in actual fact, they might need the service that you offer. They just don't know it. Because your way that you are talking about the services that you offer is not compelling for them. So every time you get a no, get the feedback. When you get the feedback, it will help you dial in the way that you talk about your offer and the way that you present your offer, and increasing the number of yeses and reducing the work required to get new clients. So what that means is your conversion rate will increase. So if you're starting down at the 10% conversion rate, so for every 90 people that you invite to work with you, only 10 say yes. We want to increase that percentage to at least 70%. So when you can invite 90 people and 50 say yes, and I'm just pulling numbers out of my head here, and I don't even know if that math is right, but you get my picture, right? If you reach out to 90 people and 50 say yes, that's a huge conversion rate. And immediately you've reduced the amount of work it takes you to get new clients. So this is where we have to start. And honestly, this is the work that I was doing in my event agency before I sold it. I was really dialing in how I spoke about our services and what my proposal talked to them about. What was in my proposal was key to getting them to understand how I could help them, why this was important for them, and what was the investment. So the no's helped me understand my place in the market, what was important for the client, what was in my offer that was just not important for them. So I could get rid of all the fluff and all of the offer and only give them what they needed to make a decision. So let's imagine you've successfully doubled your income. What changes would you need to make to handle the new level of business? This brings us to a crucial question. Are your current systems and team prepared to manage this growth in your business? So you've just doubled your income, which means you've doubled your workload. So now the bigger question is, are your systems and your team ready to handle this amount of work? Because growing your business isn't just about getting more clients. Once you've dialed in that process, you could go out there all day, every day, and just attract new clients, get more yeses. But it's about ensuring that the operations within your business can handle the increased workload. So if you continue to make 90 offers every 90 days, or if you are a 30 offer person in 90 days, then do the math that works for you. You'll quickly realize that your existing systems and your team might not be able to keep up. And many businesses face bottlenecks right here. This is the point that the bottleneck happens because they don't realize, the business owners themselves don't realize that they're the bottleneck at this point. Because when you're around that 100K mark, or potentially even up to the 200K mark of annual income as a service provider, you as the business owner have got your finger in the pie all the time. You've got your finger in all the processes, everything's getting signed off by you. And then when you increase your workload, all of a sudden things are backing up with you. And you might think the problem is your team, or you might think the problem is a lack of time. But often it's because every decision in the business is going through you as a business owner, because that's how it worked while you were still small. So we need to shift your business to a new level. This slows down the process and limits your business's ability to scale. So if you imagine your business like a construction project, let's go completely left field with this analogy. But as the business owner, you're the architect. You design the blueprint and you oversee the project. Because that's what you did when you started your business. You decided what was the blueprint for your services that you were offering. But you're at the point now where you don't lay every brick yourself. So instead, you rely on your builders, the team and the systems to bring your vision to life in an efficient way. So how do you break free from this cycle to ensure that you've got sustainable growth in your business and you're no longer the bottleneck? You can get out of your own way. And the answer to this lies in leveraging structure and systems. To scale your business, you need to create processes that don't rely solely on you as the business owner. And this is where my superpowers come into play. Because if there is something that I have learned over the years, is that people who have worked with me and for me have appreciated all of the processes, the systems, and the workflows that I've put into place to help the business tick and deliver the services to our clients in a way that everyone feels proud of. So I know that this is my superpower because people have told me it is. And it feels a little weird, like saying this is my superpower. I'm tooting my own horn. But this is why I believe I can get on this podcast and I can talk about this all day, every day, and be confident that if you followed just a little piece of advice that I give you, then you will see a massive change in your business. I wanted to jump in here really quickly and ask you for a big favor. If you are loving this podcast and this episode, I would be grateful if you could share it with a friend. Or even better yet, jump over onto Instagram and share it on your stories. Don't forget to tag me, I'm sandrajulian.co. That really is the best way for others to find out about this podcast, and I thank you in advance. Alrighty, back to the episode. And it's because of this that I'm developing a structured program specifically for female business-to-business service-based business owners called Systems for Success. And I want to develop this program so it helps business owners get out of their own way and it helps them get some scalability in a service-based business. So the program combines a transformative, scalable growth VSA method, which I have personally crafted. I've sat down and really thought about what needs to go into this. What are all of the ingredients that need to go into this recipe? And so that's what I call the Scalable Growth VSA method. And I'm combining that with personalized one-on-one coaching and accountability so you can do the work. It will guide you through initial steps to creating scalable growth and transforming your business from a time-consuming operation to a streamlined, scalable business. So imagine a business where operations run smoothly and your team can handle all the tasks independent of you. This not only frees up your time, but it ensures that your business can continue to grow without you being the bottleneck. Think of it like an architect who designed a state-of-the-art building, going back to that original metaphor that I shared with you before. The architect is designing the state-of-the-art building, and they're setting up the systems and they're hiring a team of skilled builders to execute the plan flawlessly. So how do you start implementing these changes? Start by identifying key areas where you can delegate and create processes. And I've got a specific way that we go about this. And so that's what I will help you with within this new program that I'm creating called Systems for Success. And then we document your workflows and we train your team to handle the tasks on the workflow efficiently, exactly how you would have done it if you were doing it. And this will create the foundation that supports your sustainable growth over time. But you have to remember, it's about making consistent efforts. So beginning with your first 90-day challenge, right? Making those offers and focusing on building robust systems simultaneously as you are inviting more people to work with you. So in the first 90 days, you are making offers, you are getting some yeses, let's say 10 of the 90 people that you invite to work with you say yes. As those people come on board and start working with you, you are building your systems as you go. So it's not like you have to stop your business to build the systems to start your business again. Systems is something that we evolve over time. I've got no doubt that in your business right now, you have systems, but are they documented? Are you really conscious of the steps that you take in order to deliver to a client's needs? Most early stage business owners, they are not aware of what they're doing because what they're doing is in their zone of genius. It's their superpower. It's just what they know how to do. So creating systems doesn't necessarily come easy when one, systems isn't your superpower, and two, what is your superpower, you're a little unconscious to it. So you are unconsciously competent of what your abilities are, which makes it a little bit more difficult to actually extract that information and put it into a system and a process and a workflow. But it is totally doable. So as you embark on this journey, you have to keep the bigger picture in mind. Doubling your income is just the beginning, right? So if you went out and doubled your income every 90 days and did nothing else, your business is going to crumble around you. The real goal is to build a business that can grow and thrive without constantly needing your micromanagement. And that's where my upcoming program I'm still creating the blueprint for, if you like. This is the program that will provide you with the tools and the systems that you need to put into place to achieve that next level in your business and set yourself up for that sustainable growth over time. Specifically, it will help you leverage systems that create more income without increasing your expenses or having you work more hours. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, then stay tuned for more details around the Systems for Success program. I will release more information here on the podcast. I will also email you if you are on my email list and tell you all about it. So if you're not subscribed to my email list, then the best way to do that is to get your hands on my new eBook, which is called Mindset Mastery, Shifting from Hustle to Scale, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to move you from hustling and getting new clients. So you want to double your income in 90 days. That's requiring a bit of hustle. We're going to move from the hustle through to setting up systems, creating workflows, and having a team deliver the services for you so you've got a scalable business. So the guide has got bonus worksheets and exercises for you to do. So it's an actionable ebook. As I was writing the ebook, I was really thinking about how can I help you develop the mindset needed to embrace sustainable growth in a people-centric business. Because as service-based business owners, it is the way that we deliver our service using our skills and our knowledge to help others that we think of as being hard to scale. But when we have the right leverage systems in place with an amazing team, then you can achieve sustainable growth. So I've put a link to this in the show notes, but head on over to sandrajulian.co/mindset mastery, subscribe to the email list and get the ebook downloaded. Read that, do the exercises in the ebook, and take advantage of the worksheets that I've also given you in the ebook. But in the meantime, do the exercise. What would it take to double the income in your business in the next 90 days? Ask yourself that question. Wouldn't it be cool if I could double the income in my business in the next 90 days? Go do that. And just before you go, I want to thank you for tuning into the podcast, taking this time to put this podcast in your ears. It really does mean so much to me. So if you found today's episode valuable, please hit the subscribe button, go and rate the show on Spotify and Apple Podcast, and leave a review. The rating and the reviews help the podcast platforms tell other people that this is a podcast worth listening to. It provides actionable strategies and gives you tools and mindset shifts needed to move your business to the next level, wherever you are in the stages of business. So until next time, go get that ebook, do the work, make the offers, and let's focus on scaling your people-centric business. All right, I will talk to you in a couple of weeks' time where I've got another topic that I'm excited to share with you in the way that we are thinking about our goals in our business and our big, hairy, audacious goals in our business. All right, my friend, I'll talk to you then. Before you go today, I want to thank you for being here and listening all the way to the end. All the links to this week's episode can be found in the show notes, and you can read a full blog of the episode at sandrajulian.co/podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get new episodes as soon as they're released. If you'd like to reach out to me and chat about anything on today's episode or any of the previous episodes on the podcast, then I've got a link in the show notes so you can leave me a voice message or a video message. I really do look forward to hearing from you. Alrighty, have a productive week and I will talk to you again real soon.